everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a simple basic super beginner exercise to get you started with watercolor painting. For this tutorial, you will need a paintbrush. I am using a number 6 Artist Loft brush. You will need paper. I am using a 130 GSM paper. You can use normal watercolor if you want. Of course, you will need paint. I am using Artist Watercolor Cakes. You can use tubes as well. The difference between artist watercolor and student watercolor is that the amount of pigment added in it. So as you can just guess, artist watercolor has more pigment than student watercolor. You will need a scale to draw lines and a pencil. So today we will be making something like this. It will keep your hands steady and you will get a hold on your brush. So we're going to start with making the lines with a scale and a pencil. I am using watercolor tubes. You will only need one color for this. First, we will draw simple straight lines. Now we move on to the second box. In this, we will do something which I like to call zebra. So we will be thin at the top and broad at the bottom. So you'll have to place your brush, like the width of the brush needs to be changed. So we will be doing it alternatively. So you will be seeing a change like you see in a zebra. This will help you a lot when you're painting a tree or a branch or something where you have to go from low to high or high to low. So this one is basically about changing the position of your brush. The bristles need to be changed. Now we move on to the third box. Okay, so this is a really fun one. I like to call this necklace or beads. So you'll be painting like you're drawing a necklace. So you take a line and then you push your brush downwards like a thumbprint. It's gonna look like a thumbprint. So you can do it without the line if you want. Again, this is also about turning the bristles of your brush, controlling your brush, getting control over your brush. So in this one, I've not left any spaces and joined the lines. Once you're done with this, we move on to our fourth box. So we will be drawing diagonal lines in this one. They're also straight lines, but we will be doing a mixture of thin lines and broad lines. So my pattern is 2 thin lines and 1 broad line. Now we move on to the fifth block. So this, I like to call it a spring. So we will be doing curved lines from left to right all the way through. So there's no change, no thick and no broad. Now we move on to our sixth block, which is our final block, and after that we're done. So here we will be doing zigzag lines. So I'm doing 4 zigzag lines and 4 thick lines, zigzag ones. So you can do as many as you want, as many as you can fit in your box. Try not to touch the other lines or you will cause bleeding. Bleeding is a mistake or a trick used by some watercolor painters. Now I am starting my thick zigzag lines. So don't worry about the presentation. It's just a practice exercise. And remember, whenever you're painting, never lose heart. I was only able to fit 3 zigzag lines into this box. So now that we have completed it, let's look at the final product. So it should look something like this. But don't worry if it does not, you can always try it again. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.